find out. Oh, there we go. We are
Here we
live.
are. Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Hi, everyone.
everyone. Hi, guys. Welcome back to our live in May, and May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
And with us is Mr. Jay. Hi again, friends.
Welcome back, Jay.
You're here.
Hi, everyone.
Yay.
So happy to be back.
So how's everyone doing today? It's a Monday. I don't know where you are, but it's kind of dreary and chilly in Arizona, if you can imagine. It is very dreary and chilly.
Yeah.
Notice the long sleeve. It's like crazy weather. It's the beginning of May and we're still getting crazy weather. What's it like for you guys up there?
I wore shorts today.
Jealous.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the 70s.
Beautiful.
And it's still sunny out.
Yeah.
My part. What about where you are, Jay?
I mean, it was about 70 today, but the wind was extreme. Very windy.
Yeah.
Very windy. But it's been weird because 2 weeks ago it was 88 degrees. Last week it was 57 degrees. Right now it's 70. Next week, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, we had frost warnings a couple of nights ago too. So who the heck knows? It's May, you know.
Yeah.
It's just crazy out there these days. Let me tell you, it's I don't know. I keep saying it's one of the most interesting weather that we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's I don't know how everybody believes, but I happen to where I'm staying here, just outside of Sedona, is a smaller airport right over there as I'm pointing, and so the planes going by all the time. I happen to get a good glimpse and witness that quite frequently.
Wow.
So if you believe in the chemtrails and stuff like that or anything,
yeah, 100%, 100%.
I see them. It's just, I tell my friend, I'm like, well, all you got to do is sit here and watch it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the grids and then you see it dissipate and then it becomes this haze and clouds the next day.
Yeah.
So, but everybody thinks differently. So, all right, Mr. J. So, what have you been up to since we last spoke and saw each other, darling?
Regular readings. You know, I've been posting weekly readings through YouTube. Mainly, like beginning of the week, midweek energy check-ins and whatnot. Really, I just go about like the energy because the energy's crazy overall, but astrologically, I mean, we've been living some really cool experiences. You know, I mean, right now, Uranus, I believe, is in Gemini. You know, and it's been in Taurus for the past 7 years. So it's very interesting.
So what does that mean to a lot of people who don't actually know what that means?
So I love my Taurus. They're ruled by Venus, but overall, they are very structured. They need structure. They are lovers, but they will go ahead and they will gain that structure in one way or another. Very determined, right? So Uranus being like the planet of almost kind of like rebellion, right? It was like almost kind of like we were rebelling against old patterns to attain that structure. So the past 7 years has been fairly tough because we've really been, you know, getting a grasp on the things that we've needed to catch up on for a very long time before that. Now that we're in Gemini, Geminis are the air signs, you know, they're the intellectual thinkers, you know, it's all of a sudden Uranus being the planet of Aquarius as well, being an air sign, it's like really in the element of easygoing flowing. So tomorrow is 5/5, the 5/5 portal, and being double fives, massive change, moving forward with new beginnings. We're just in a very powerful time right now. The energy is picking up.
Well, I'm all for it. Bring it, you know.
Time.
Yeah, and you know, it's not like we can stop it, so we may as well surf it and enjoy it.
Exactly. Cowabunga.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I listen to Pam Grier a lot because I happen to like her. Do you know who she is?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And she just came out with what does she call it? The monthly update or the May monthly I don't know. I think it's a monthly update that she does or something like that.
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you something to be so, so honest with you. I feel like just right now, as you were describing everything coming in, you sounded so much like her because I didn't understand everything that you were saying. Here's
Yeah.
what I got. And it's the
Yeah.
same thing that I got from her is like, hold on, because the ride is coming. That's what I heard.
It's coming.
That's pretty much all I heard. Like, I'm like, okay,
It's
okay. But
coming. It's coming. What I think it was I think it was either April or March. I think it might have been March. There were 3 Cazinis, and Cazinis are a very, very rare kind of astrological event, but that's hasn't happened in about 186 years. You know, like we're
was that in
living in some
conjunction?
very excited. Yeah, exactly,
Is that
exactly.
the
It's like a
same thing as
conjunction.
with the planets all lining up in the line?
Perfect line. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
was
We're living through some monumental astrological events, and it's really like it- it's interesting how it affects us, you know? It really is. It
I've
really
been
is.
Yeah.
Deanna, remember Song? Beautiful
Yes.
song up in Canada.
One of our first
Uh,
guests.
yeah. And she also did our logo. That's her picture.
Mhm.
Jay, she's a really cool person. And like I said, she lives up in Canada. Anyway, her and I have been messaging a little bit on Facebook.
Mhm.
And man, oh man, let me tell you, all I know is that her and I are sitting in the same frequency wave, that we're both just kind of sitting with ourselves and becoming more and more observational with our lives and
Yeah.
just feeling it all happen and allowing and sitting and I don't even know, just new levels of differentness.
Yeah. 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 And I mean, really, I mean, with all of the things happening right now, I mean, a lot of people are really going through a lot of awakenings. You know,
Yes.
awakenings that a lot of people can't understand. Because also there's so many people that, you know, like haven't been able to open up that opportunity for them to explore. This is like really like creating, you know, a massive wave of spirituality, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting.
Oh, you can feel it. You can feel
Yeah.
the energy starting to build. You can
Mhm.
feel people really connecting. I think
Hmm.
I love that. I mean, I love that we're born in these times. No matter what chaos is going on, we are so lucky to be in these times right now and to witness and to be part of all of the forward movement that we're finally getting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the chaos is something, boy, I tell
Well,
you.
yeah. 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 Well, we
Yeah.
got to stay busy.
By the
Ex-
way, on a completely different topic, Deanna, do you have the little tinsel in your hair?
I had a whole bunch more put in. Can you see it?
Oh my
I'm on my
gosh,
phone, so my
it's
pictures are
adorbs. I
tiny.
love it.
It's
Yeah.
adorable.
It is.
Thank
It's super
you.
cute and I love it.
I
Yeah.
have to live up to my sparkly nature.
Yes. Adorable. Absolutely
Thank
Well,
you.
adorable.
since you color them and don't let them just come out naturally like some of us.
Well, yeah.
I call them my sparkles. Yeah.
My
Um,
hair is naturally purple. I don't know what you're thinking.
I know, right? Yeah.
You're a natural violet.
It's so sweet.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think times are really good right now, and I mean there's a lot of crap going on, but the energy and the change because of all that, the momentum is just speeding up, you know?
Exactly. It's because
Yeah,
of all the crap that's inspiring people to open up to new possibilities.
exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. And
Hmm.
watching this like more of a I don't know if I want to say global totally, but probably global spiritual awakening and just
Hmm.
awakening to the fact that there's more than maybe what we were taught all these years, that
Yeah.
there's more
Yeah.
and we can access it. Love it.
Well, you know, it's interesting because a lot of people are stepping away from organized practices,
Mhm.
organized religion, you know, and people are starting to open up their minds in regards to what makes sense to me. Like, what have I learned and what have I not learned? And people are starting to connect the dots because Also, social media is something huge. I mean, you go on TikTok, you go on all of these things, and you have tarot cards and you have astrological readings. Like, we live in, I mean, we live in a time of like really like spiritual exposure, you know, in
Mhm.
the best of ways,
Oh, good verbiage.
you know.
Spiritual
So
exposure.
it's
I like
exciting.
that.
It's exciting times. It really is. It really
It is.
is.
It is. I mean, I always caution people, you know, use some discretion in
Hmm.
what you're hearing and what you're taking in. Make sure that what you're listening to is really what your heart follows. Make sure that, you know, no blind following, but like listen, like obviously we all are perfect and people can always listen to us. And I'm joking,
That.
but seriously, there's the only downside of having all this awakening is the ones that take advantage of it, you know, and it's like
Mhm.
unfortunately you still hear story. Well, it's an important thing I think that people need to remember is, you know, if you're going to someone for spiritual help and they're telling you they need $6,000 so that they can crack an egg in a cup and see if you have a curse on you, you might need to walk away from that. But when you listen to all the different tarot readers, because I get every time I'm scrolling through anything, it's like tarot reader, tarot reader, tarot reader,
Mhm.
true crime, crime, tarot
Mhm.
reader.
Mhm.
And and you listen to what they say, and if it doesn't ring with you, it doesn't mean it's wrong, but if it sits badly with you, it means that that's not the message for you. And it's just important to remember that, and to really allowing your soul or your higher self or whatever you want to call it to take the lead a little bit and take that guidance from what your inner voice is telling you, and you can
Mhm.
really take some of those messages, and they're very powerful when you're in a spirit-led place. I don't
Yep.
know if any of that made sense, but I tried to. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, and I think it's also, I think everything that you said, I agree. However, I think that's one of the beauties of the time that we are currently living in, right? Is that we do have more discernment because we are awakening more. And
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
find that people, you know, look at reviews. Like reviews are kind of a big thing these days, whereas reviews were kind of like, well, okay, maybe or possibly. But now it's like referrals and review. Well, referrals have always been a thing, but especially reviews are like such a thing these days to help us discern, because sometimes you can kind of sit on the fence about something and then read a couple of reviews that'll sway you the other way because you will feel something differently with those, you know.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But I think that's
Hmm.
all about what this is how cool it is that it's just all happening now.
Mhm.
I am
Yeah.
Mhm.
loving it. I really
Yeah.
am. I got to tell you this. I think it's termed, this is the disclosure era or something like that, I think is how I've heard a couple of different,
Well,
oh
yeah.
man,
Bashar's been
couple of
talking about
different
that for a
people. Well,
while.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Bashar, but also some other ones. And yeah, most
Hmm.
of them are channelers now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, just this time of disclosure, and it's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was interesting because I did an event yesterday and I had 4 tarot card readers, and I had someone come up to me and she says, I really want a tarot card reading, but I don't know who I should go to. So who should I go to? And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not going to tell you any of my readers are better than any others because I support them all. But the main thing I said, go stand next to them, listen to how they do a reading, listen to how they talk to people, and then see what feels right, see what energy feels good the best to you. And that's how you would go and decide.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we talk about discernment, I guess that kind of boils it down is what feels right for you. And I'm not just, then you take that outside of the box of tarot card readings and you take it into the box of outside the box into everything, right? Everything requires some level of discernment. And I think that that's part of this awakening is the realization that we're not all like clones of each other, and we don't all have to be like robots following something or automatons or whatever, you know, like, and nothing against organized religion for the people that it works for. And I mean, I still have a religious feelings inside myself, but the part of it that said, well, you have to do this or else this, and you must do this or else that, and people are kind of seeing that as, well, why? Well, what if I
People
step
are asking
outside the line
questions.
here?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
And it's just like what you said, Jay, when we first started talking, was that people are really starting to look outside the box of organized religion or organized tradition or whatever you want to say, and start looking into more wider aspects of personal spirituality and growth. It's
Exactly.
wonderful.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's the vibe that's growing the world. That's the vibe that's bringing in the ascension. That's it.
And thank gosh for that. You
Yeah.
know,
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's
thank
like,
gosh for
hey,
that.
it's about time too. I
It's
was like,
about time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here for it. I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
Because I have noticed, for as forward as we are getting, I still find, you know, I don't know about you guys. I'm going to talk from my perspective, but you know how we constantly hear about the earth splitting
Yeah.
and how the new earth this and the old earth and how it's starting to split. Well, I'm seeing that in not just the division and the polarities between like societal stuff, which started, we can go back all the way to the pandemic for blah blah blah. But I still am reminded of it in my day-to-day life, and it shocks me whenever I'm reminded of this, and I think that's part of my sitting with it. Because man, I will run into individuals and I'm just like looking at them like, you can't be serious in this day and age right now, can you? Like, you think yelling and screaming at somebody right now is really going to help the
Hmm.
situation? I mean, like, Mother Trucker, I thought we had outgrown that. I thought we had evolved past.
Yeah.
I'm at work and you think yelling and screaming is going to benefit this situation.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, apparently not.
Some of the fish stayed in the
No.
water. Not all
And
the fish
that's
grew legs.
and that's exactly what I'm talking about, is like, for as far as we've come, I can those like, you and I can all sit here and have this amazing conversation with each other and be so grateful and so excited because we can see all the things and we're like, yes, finally we're getting to where we want to be, right?
Hmm.
And I still see and talk to all these others that are still just over here and they are clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone said to me the
And
other
when I
day that
say, yeah, when I
what?
say clueless, I'm like, really? You're
Yeah.
still that clueless? Go ahead, Deanna. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Well, no, I just somebody said to me the other day, and I'm trying to paraphrase it, that you have to let people heal and grow on their timeline and not yours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah.
that's tough for those of us who are kind of like, hurry up and catch up. I want to do this together. We should all be together in unity and all this. But sometimes people have to go on their own timeline. And that doesn't mean that this time around they're going to get to wherever it is that we think they should be or where we want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it is definitely on their timeline. I think what I'm saying is they don't even know what EQ means, much less where to begin with that. Like, what is emotional intelligence?
Mhm.
They don't know what that is, much less where to begin. And I think that's still surprising to me.
I feel as if people are like it takes a lot to have an open mind, and
Does it really?
apparently it does.
Okay, see, I'm so open. I'm just kidding, but I swear sometimes I don't understand how that's so hard to have some. I'm like, make it make sense.
Yeah. I mean,
Baby.
it's interesting because overall, I mean, the energy that we're in right now is available to all of us, but there are some people, just like Deanna said, like they're growing on their own timeline, and it all depends on exactly, like what will open them up to just feeling comfortable. And that's by us being vocal. That's by us doing what we're doing, like by ultimately speaking about this. You never know what kind of eyes it'll open up, I mean,
Mhm.
it's a blessing.
I do 100% agree with that because
Yep.
something I've also been hearing a lot about because I'm such a questioner, which
Yeah.
I've learned can be a double-edged sword, but I digress. One of the things that I have gotten back from those individuals is it helps to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
and
Open
they're
conversation.
willing to say those words. They're not
Mm-hmm.
willing to go too far into the conversation. They're not willing to go into the about it part, but they are willing. And oh my gosh, if we know nothing, admission is the first step. They're at least willing to admit that talking about it is
Mm-hmm.
helpful. Thank goodness for that. So in those moments, it's so great.
Yeah. And it's beautiful because, I mean, we really do live in a time where, a lot of different ways of life are, like there's more exposure. There's more exposure to the things that once upon a time really weren't there. A lot of people were like, terrified of tarot cards or,
Mhm.
thinking that they're like, the devil, whatever the case may be. When all reality, it's a divination tool of communication. It's like overall, I mean, like the conversation is open because we live in a world which is in a lot of ways more open. So you can
Mhm.
only hope that like all these people that are not open will open themselves because they're seeing how accepted it is right now.
Right.
The
And I
changes.
think social media has really had a play in that because it
Mhm.
Yeah.
brings this stuff out and puts it right in front of you. And yeah, you can scroll by, but people stop and listen to things and eventually start to think a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a plus and a minus to that, depending what they're stopping and listening and watching, but
Hmm.
um, it helps bring it out for sure. I mean, us
Yeah.
just sitting here talking like this, somebody will hear this. If one person says, "Oh, I never thought about that before," we have accomplished everything we need to do. Just put out those ideas, just like everybody should. Open communication, like we're saying here, it's so important.
Really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've solved all the world's problems, just the bottom
Well,
line
then I
is
guess we're
love and
done
open
here.
communication. Now what?
I don't know, whiskey. I don't know.
Chug, chug, chug.
Well,
I could pull some cards. Shall I pull
let's
some
do
cards?
it. Let's do it.
Go
So, what
for
do we want to
it.
know right now? It's so interesting. I'm glad you said that because I was going to say, what do we want to know right now?
Let's
What do we
pull
need to?
some cards. Overall, I mean, it's the 5-5 portal. So the communication is open, the change is happening. Like this energy is here for whomever is ready for the change, because the only way we will ever move forward, if you like it or not, is change.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I feel as if right now, I mean, like we were just saying, that change is in our faces. So with the justice card, it's all about finding balance. It's like people are really looking deep into themselves in regards to what got me to where I am right now. Like justice card is all about like closing off like a karmic kind of cycle. And I feel as if a lot of people want that movement, in a world where a lot of things feel stagnant, like we're looking to open up that channel of forward movement. And I feel as if for a lot of people with the star, it's like people are starting to find their way. People are starting to see that light in the dark skies, that guiding light. And it's giving them that feeling of excitement to ultimately break the patterns that they've lived with for such a long time. I mean, that's why all this, like what we're talking about right now is just so important because really people are seeing exactly the things that have held them back. And they're seeing that there is a light at the end of that tunnel. How are they going to get to that light at the end of the tunnel? Who knows? But I feel as if a big, 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 big energy is the almost kind of like, like the King of Pentacles is very stable. He's very grounded. He knows what will bring him prosperity and movement. So it's like almost kind of like, I don't know. It's just like the energy is like a seed where ultimately we're just purging the naysaying and we're ultimately crossing a finish line, which a lot of us have been inching towards for a very long time. And 10 is the number of completion. So I feel as if overall, the Ace of Swords is bringing on so much clarity. People are really starting to get clear. People that thought they would never bring any kind of clarity in. I feel as if there are things that are definitely opening themselves up because with the Judgment card, like it's enlightenment, you know, in one way or another. Everybody is being exposed to the same thing, you know, and when someone's exposed, they either accept it or they don't, but there's a seed that's planted. And seeds ultimately eventually grow, you know, they grow if you like it or not. And it's a kind of situation, like, it's almost kind of like a chain reaction where I feel as if all of us are, you know, like really coming to a moment where we have reached the ending of a cycle and we're done. We're done being our own sabotager. If that makes any sense. If that makes it's the kind of thing, like, overall, it's like we're seeing that the universe is handing us these seeds, you know, and there's been it's like we've been collecting the seeds, but people have been too afraid to plant them. But in a world of social media, you know, in the world of social media and the world that we live in, I mean, people are vocal where ultimately people are starting to see that they're not tied up, that they've been the ones to tie themselves up. And I think overall, with the King of Swords and the Five of Wands and the Ace of Cups, like, we're really finding the love within ourselves to really release what our truth is. And the Five of Wands is all competition, but it's conflict, but 5 is the number of change. It's like there's so much change happening right now. And
Yeah.
it's pretty much everything we're talking about. This is just a recap of exactly what we've been saying. It's a confirmation.
Yeah, it really is.
It's
So
a confirmation.
I have to ask you, go back for me real quick, please, Jay.
Yeah.
And talk about the Five of Wands again and the number 5 and what that represents. You said it represents conflict and change and
Competition.
competition.
So the 5 is the number of change, and it's so funny that that is the card that's in the heart of the deck right now, because tomorrow is 5/5, the 5/5 portal. You know, so it's a kind of situation like 5 5 5 is one of the most powerful angel numbers there are, because there's no getting anywhere without that number 5, you know.
So a long time ago, there was a show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my God.
Okay. Do you remember
Masterpiece.
when Faith thank you. Thank you. Air 5, 1, 2, 3. Ah, yes. Masterpiece. Love it. So do you remember when Faith entered the scene and her 5x5?
Yes.
Okay, I have a really amazing friend. Hi, Paige. I don't know if you're going to see this, but hello anyway. I literally saw a license plate today that said the number 5
Mhm.
by, and then the abbreviation for the number 5, FE. And so it was 5x5, and I was like, huh. So of course I took a picture of that and sent it to Paige and said, hey, thinking of you, forgetting in that moment, because that's what was on my heart, forgot about the 5x5 portal. And here you are bringing all that up. And so that's all that's playing in my head right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's truth
And
in numbers. There's truth in numbers. I mean,
oh,
I always
yeah.
say, I mean, if you're looking for signs, you know, look at your phone. Like, I mean, my number is 1, 2, 3, 4. It always has been. I mean, I mean, it's the kind of thing, like, you know, there's truth in numbers, you know, like, we have our smartphones, just look up, what does this angel number mean? And there's a message in that number, you know.
Hmm.
And 5 is a very powerful number. Very powerful number.
I never knew it meant all those things. So thank you. Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
never saw 5 being as powerful as what like 3 is.
Yeah.
We always
People
hear about the
talk about
power of
3
3.
more. Yeah. People
Yeah.
talk about 3 more, and it's a 3 is a symbol in, like you said, different religions and all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, and 5 is like the 5-pointed star.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm now going through my head of like all the ways that 5, 3,
Mhm.
5, 9 has always been my numbers. 3, 5, and 9. I like those numbers. I don't know why. But yeah, I just never realized how cool.
I know. I'm sorry. My mind is like cooking all this right
I
now.
know. And I'm like, oh wait,
Mhm.
we're supposed to be talking. Mind, I need you to stop talking. I'm like, we're gonna move on now.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's more odd numbers. I'm just thinking about that. I don't know. We had Tammy on a while ago. I should probably ask her at some point. it seems like odd numbers are the ones that, and I'm very limited in my knowledge of it, but like the 5, the 3,
Mm-hmm.
you said 9, people have
Mm-hmm.
lucky number 7.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's something about odd numbers versus even numbers.
And 11.
Exact
11.
11.
11's
Yeah.
a super strong number.
Mhm.
Double the energy of a new beginning.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Here we're all going,
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody will answer us for that, but it's
I hope
interesting to think
so,
about.
because I'm
Yeah.
actually okay. We need to call Tammy. What's the power of odd numbers? Do you know, Jay? The power of
I
odd
mean,
numbers?
I mean, overall, 11s is double ones. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
double
Yeah.
ones, double ones, new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings, protection and angelic guidance. You know, like 11 is a very powerful master number.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah, but
highlighting how big these new beginnings that we're going through are. You know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder what it is about odd numbers in general, though. Like Deanna was saying, I wonder what that is. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, 2 is all about, you know, like finding balance. 4 is the number of protection. 6 is the number of healing. 8 is the number of, you know, like going with life's
Unity.
flow. But odd numbers, it's true. Like it's the highlights, the important things behind those even numbers. So yeah, totally. Totally.
Almost like the odds are the challenges and the evens are the rest times or the healing times. I don't know. I'm so far outside my knowledge right now. But it's
Yeah.
interesting to think about, you know,
Yeah, it
especially
is.
talking about 5-5 portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's really interesting, 5 plus 5 is 10, and we're in the year of the 10 too. Because 2 plus 2 is 4 plus
I-
6 is 10.
Mhm.
So that's another sign, ultimately saying 10 is the number of completion, the
You're
completion
right.
of the cycle.
Because
You know,
last
know-
year was all about the death, and so how? Okay, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt somebody?
Well,
No.
Adirondra did a talk about the 10, and I'd forgotten all about it till right now. That last year we were working really hard, we were going through challenges, and now we're kind of at the end of that cycle for this year. And then bringing that all up with the 5. Wow. Go ahead, Ronnie, whatever you were going to say. I'm just like sitting here having my mind slowly.
Listen, I'm sorry, just really quick. It's 7:03. 7 plus 3 is 10. That's how my mind works.
And
Like, go ahead.
my phone has 32 of powers and 3 plus 2 is 5. So if that
Yeah,
counts for
exactly.
anything,
It's like a slippery slope.
start seeing numbers and everything now.
Well, it's over here, lucky number 7 in my world. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I done got way off topic. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, something about last year was a 9 year. This year is a 10. Ooh,
Yes.
so does that just mean that like next year, of course, will be an 11 year, right? How
Yeah.
good is it going to get then? If this is like, so if 9 is your death year, 10 is new beginnings, what does that make an 11 year?
Wasn't 9 like
Or
just
would it just be 1? I don't know.
9? I thought 9 was more of the work and 10 was the completion, and then 11 would have been the new beginning for the next one.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm right.
It's like,
I don't know if that's right, but that would mean next year's going to bring some, I mean, serious things, if that holds true, serious things are being put into place now that are going to repercuss
Mhm.
next year to start things fresh.
Yep. Absolutely. 100%. This is that ending of a cycle of all those years of, I don't believe in mistakes. I believe in lessons learned. All of those lessons learned that we ultimately, you know, been able to learn in 2007, 8, 9, 10 and up or whatever, right? And it's the kind of situation. I mean, now that, you know, this is the ending of that cycle, like next year, we're going to see that change. We're going to see a change. It's like right now we are going through a shift and we're shifting into a different sphere of consciousness. Really, really. And that 11 year, it's going to be that change. It's going to be that shift. It's fascinating. It's exciting.
That's why there's so much chaos right now.
Yeah.
Because the movement is required to have the change to start, to end, and to start. You need the movement to do it. If it was inert, we would just be sitting here doing nothing.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like that. It's like the chaos. It's like you have to hit rock bottom to see
Yep.
things from a different perspective so you can build up again.
Yep.
Stronger
Yep.
and
And I mean,
braver and more beautiful. And that's like the beauty of it, the tower card. I mean, yeah, oh, phenomenal. The tower card is right below the two of cups.
of
Like
course.
I love this tower card. And a tower is ultimately, like thinking of almost kind of like, like a building full of nothing but vermin and full of nothing but awful, disgusting, like rotten things that have just been collecting, in our tower. And especially that tower is going to have to be demolished or fall. And if we're not going to do it, the universe is going to do it for us, So it's the kind of thing like we really are going through a tower moment. And normally on the typical Rider Waite, it shows a tower and people are falling from the tower and there's fire. But
Yep.
this is I don't know, like if you work with tarot, like this deck is the Lightseers Tarot, and it's my favorite because it has visuals like unlike any other. And this has lightning uprooting grass, but from that grass, butterflies are ultimately flying away. So it's like,
That's beautiful.
it's like, the universe is ultimately having uprooted our lives with this chaos, right? But this chaos is ultimately bringing in such like this transformation, really. That's what this
Wow.
chaos is doing. It's transforming people.
Yep.
That
Mhm.
I 100%
Yeah.
absolutely agree to. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Well, I use my Rider Waite based deck, and when I pull the tower, it's usually change is happening no matter what, and you have the option of walking out the door or falling out the window.
Exactly.
And whatever you choose is what's going to happen. But you're not going to stop the change. It's like when you see death and it's like the change is here or already started. When you see the tower, it's like prepare yourself and decide how you want it to play out.
Mhm.
So yeah. And what is that deck called again, Jay, that you said
It's the
that you're using?
Lightseers Tarot. The
Light Seer.
Lightseers. It's hands down like the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tarot deck. I
Oh,
don't know.
cool.
I'm very biased, but it's a kind of thing overall. What's amazing, what a lot of people don't get, is after the tower, the next card, because the tarot deck is ultimately separated into two kinds. There's the major arcana and the minor arcana. And the major arcana are like the big, 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 big moments. And the minor arcana are ultimately the energy behind those big moments. But what I love about the tower is right after it, there's the star, So it's
Yeah.
like, that tower, has fallen and that change has ultimately happened. It was unexpected. But with that change and with that demolishing, we can finally see those clear skies. So we can ultimately follow where we truly belong.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
tarot's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
It
That's
is.
why I love it. I love
Yeah. So
I
how
love it.
many tarot decks do you have?
I have a lot. I have a lot. This table is a trunk. You open it up and it's piled with tarot cards. It is what it is. I don't even
Enough
know
to
why
say it's
I
almost a
buy
problem.
it's definitely a problem.
Just enough to say it's almost a problem.
It's always a problem. That's my tower moment.
See, yeah, yeah.
I
No,
got a
because I
couple.
think that, like, for me, I think I have, I don't know, maybe 15 decks.
Mhm.
But there's like one that I use all the time. And the rest
Yeah.
of them, it's like I can use them for like secondary messages. You use your main
Yeah.
one and you pull extras. But
Mhm.
it's funny because I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, oh my God, I love that. Or my kids have now started buying me decks when they see cool ones. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
cool, thank you. And but there's always seems to be one that really just calls me home to it. And then the
Yeah.
rest are like there. And like some Oracle decks for filling in some blanks during a reading.
See, like this here, the Two of Cups. It's very LGBT. It's like two hands holding, and there's
Yep.
rainbows going into the
Hmm.
cups of emotional fulfillment. Like,
Love
I
that.
don't know. I just love this deck. I love this deck. I love
Yeah,
it.
well, it's nice to see as the cards have how the cards have evolved.
Yeah.
you know, if you go standard, traditional, old school tarot, you've got male cards and female cards, you
Yeah.
know, and now with the changing of the times and the opening of everybody's minds and the freedoms that we have that weren't there, like when they come out, 1400s or 1600s or something, when they
Yeah.
first started,
Yeah.
can really see the diversity reflecting itself in our spiritual tools that we
Yeah.
use, you
Yeah.
know, and I
Yeah.
just think that's another sign of growth, of all of us growing on another spiritual level, is that, you know, even the cards, they're not just telling you the message, they're showing it to you, they're illustrating it, they're showing the change in the times. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, and there's so many different types of tarot cards. Like if you're a Disney fan, there's Disney Villains Tarot. You know, if you're a mermaid lover, there's a Mermaid Tarot. You know, I mean, like it's like there's
I have a Dreamweaver's deck.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
Dreamweaver deck. Yeah,
Yeah, I do. I have a Dreamweaver's deck.
yeah.
Love it. Somewhere I
There's
have
always
a housewife's tarot, but my
yeah.
housewife tarot got put away when I stopped being a housewife. So
What's a housewife tarot? I gotta know.
I
I'll have
gotta
to
know
find
too.
it and bring it on another episode. It's upstairs in a box somewhere. Yeah.
Is it different?
It's just it's kind of funny. I never tried to use it for divination. I just used it for laughs. But
Okay.
yeah, I have it somewhere. I bought it at some point in my I don't know, probably in my 30s when I
Okay.
was still a housewife.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, I'm not sure that I would, I don't know that I would want that deck.
But see, that's the
You know,
beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing
That
about
is
tarot, because there's
so
so many
cool.
different tarot decks. There's
Right.
so many.
Yep.
There's so many. There's a
Yep.
tarot deck over here, the Theodore Pavlov deck, which I always keep over here. It's my secondary deck. And
Oh,
what I love
cool.
about this is, like, I mean, like, there's no such thing in this deck as gender roles. Like, it's
Perfect.
fascinating. It's fascinating. Like, there's the lovers, and it's just like I don't know. I it's tough to describe, but it's a really cool deck. It's a very cool deck, the Fyodor Pavlov deck. And
I
that
love
cost me
that.
a lot of money too. That was one of the more expensive decks I paid for. So
Sometimes
that is on my
it's
table.
always worth it. Yeah.
That is on
I started with Oracle cards, and I started with Froud fairy cards. I don't know if you've ever seen the artwork on Froud's fairy cards are amazing. And boy, they will like blow your shoes off when you're using them. And I had no idea. And that was what I started with. And I'd be pulling the cards, you know, and when you're learning, you look at the card, you read the book, you look at the card, you read the book, you try to figure out what it means without reading the book, and then you read the book some more. And I got to the point where I'd be like shaking after, like I would feel so charged up from them, that moving to tarot has had like a kind of a calming effect. I don't know if you've experienced that in the different cards, but like Oracle cards have a whole different vibe. Froud cards have the fairy vibe, which is amazing and powerful. But any of my other Oracle decks too, you get, for me at least, they're just different. They have a whole different feeling than tarot does. I don't know. Have you noticed that in your practice too?
completely 100%. I mean, like, really, I mean, like, my tarot's like my therapy. Like, tarot's helped me through a lot of dark stuff, you know, because regardless on whatever card you pull from a tarot deck, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's really that gentle nudge, really saying, you know what, things may seem bad right now, but everything is happening for our greatest good. What that means, who knows? We'll end up finding out. But it's the kind of situation tarot is such a beautiful, peaceful, beautiful energy. Beautiful energy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tarot's my therapy.
Yeah, I hear that. And you know, I really like what you said, because it really makes you think. The tarot cards in themselves are a cycle. I mean, you literally have the wheel, and you have the world, and you have the fool taking the first steps to start the whole journey. And it always cycles back. And you're absolutely right that it's a cycle.
Yeah.
Things don't end, they just keep going. And what a great way to illustrate that. Your words are great. So yeah, and I think people need to know that too, because boy, do some people get scared of it. Boy, do some people say, oh my God, I don't want to know, something terrible is going to happen. And I can say till I'm blue in my face, I'm not going to tell you anything bad.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's what a lot of people don't understand is, yeah, the future, might happen the way that the cards predict, but that's only if you keep on going the way you're going. Like we have
Oh,
something
yeah.
called free will. Free will changes, like our decisions change. Like even the smallest decision we make can change what's going to happen. So
Exactly.
tarot reflects energy in regards to the direction you're going right now. That doesn't mean it's telling you the future. It's saying the energy that revolves around your energy right now.
Right. I agree. I tell people I'm
Yeah.
not going to predict the future, and if somebody tells you they're going to predict the future with their tarot cards, walk away, because any decision you make alters whatever future you're heading towards.
Yep.
So you can get a reading that says, oh, I see potentials for this, this, and this. You don't like it, change what you're doing.
Exactly.
And guarantee you that will change. If you like it, keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
It's that
100%.
easy. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, really. I mean, I've been in events and stuff when people walk by, go, oh my God, no, I don't want to know. And I'll just be like, what do you think I'm going to say? I'm not going to sit here. I tell people, I'm not going to tell you your dog's going to die. I don't know if your dog's going to die, and the cards don't know either. We're going to talk about what's going on with you, and where are you, and where are some potentials, and how are you going to deal with them? That's
exactly. All. Exactly. That's it. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I mean, once again, it's like tarot is a tool the universe speaks through. That's all it is. It's a tool. It's a tool in regards to exactly, like what you believe, how you believe it. It's a beautiful, beautiful tool of divination. It really is. A lot of people also, it stinks because, there is pop culture, there is movies. There was that movie Tarot, which it like,
I didn't even know there's a movie called Tarot. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. It's like, things are painted in such a scary way, but with this spiritual awakening that we're going through right now, with people ultimately discovering different sides of themselves, people are starting to discover that. People are starting to discover tarot, you know.
And
people
probably
really
having
are.
all those decks and making them whimsical, making them fun is probably helping people see, oh, this can be Disney characters, this can be fairies, this can be flowers, and that's helping, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is. It definitely is, because it's giving people that opportunity to connect. It's like those Disney decks and whatever are there to ultimately draw people in. But then, as you start to become a more experienced reader, then, you graduate to different decks. That is just like, it's a welcome. It's a welcome.
It's a way to spark the curiosity and potentially grow if it resonates for you.
Exactly. 100%.
And let you do it without fear. Let you explore without fear.
Yeah, because you just get curious. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jay, I got to tell you, thank you. Baby, I have a request.
Sure.
All right. Talk us out of here. What do we need to know? What parting words, what message do you or the cards or a combo thereof would like to leave us with? And we'll get Deanna to do the goodbyes, because she always remembers that. And I say, stay blessed and stay blessed. And it just doesn't quite sound the same in my opinion. I gotta say.
Immediately, I'm into it, and use cards. What I got immediately is ultimately remain open, because change is here. Take that step forward, because this is your opportunity. Don't let this opportunity pass yet. But as I split the deck, see, the Magician is all about manifesting your world. The Seven of Wands is all about staying grounded. So stay grounded during this change. What you have manifested, what you have been calling in, is coming forward. And just know that ultimately, like that's the thing. We are strong. We have experienced so much. Use your experiences to drive your way through this change because it's here, it's happening, and it's very exciting.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is just
You're
another
welcome.
reason as to why I love Jay so much. That was great. That was great. Yes. Ah,
You all right
Absolutely.
there?
got
Okay,
me.
so let us
You know it's true
remember.
because I got the feels.
Oh. All right. As always, if you're listening and watching, which of course you are if you hear me right now, reach out to us if you have something you'd like to share. We love having people come on and talk about diverse experiences. We have some more cool guests in the works, more things for us to talk and learn about. Jay, we love having you here. We look forward to having you back.
Love being here.
Yes, always a wonderful conversation when you're here. I love it. And everybody that's out there listening, remember, be blessed and be blessed and know that you're loved. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Jay, thank you. Mwah. Love
Sure.
you all, guys.
Love
Bye-bye.
you all.
Bye.
Bye.